How do I use presenter view in Teams? If you've ever wanted to give a PowerPoint presentation, then the presenter view can become your very best friend. So what do I do? How do I use it? How do I get started? Well, that's what we're going to cover in this tutorial. My name's Simon from Computer Tutoring. Let's get started. Right, okay, so I'm in Teams now and I want to give a PowerPoint presentation. So I've got my willing participants here. Now the first thing I just want to draw your attention to is up in the top right hand corner here is, I'm going to click on this little three ellipses here. I'm just going to go to my meeting options. So if I just click on the button here, I'm going to go to my meeting options, they'll eventually appear. Here we go, I'm going to go to my meeting options. And you can see where it says who can present over here, it's only me. So if I click on the drop down list just here, you can see I've got only me presented. So make sure it's set up for that for you. So it's only you. It will say only me on yours, really. And then click on save. Right, so now I'm ready to give my PowerPoint presentation. So what do I do? Well, I'm going to click on this share content button and notice the shortcut key there, Control and Shift and E. So I'm going to click on that button and then I'm going to go down to and find my PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to go down to the PowerPoint Live section. You can see just here. Oops, there we go. So the PowerPoint Live section. As you can see, I've got this presentation, the ice cream presentation that I want to give. It's already there. If I can't find it, I can either browse my computer or I can browse OneDrive to find the file that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go to the ice cream presentation and give that one a click. Okay, and that's going to load my PowerPoint screen. So what we can do is I'm also recording this on Joshua's computer. So we can see what Joshua sees. So let's have a quick look and see what Joshua sees there. Great, excellent. All right, so this here is our presenter view. It's just like you would have presenter view in PowerPoint. So I can see my slides here, and there's my introductory slide. I can use these buttons just here to navigate through the presentation. So if I want to go to the next slide, I just click on this arrow here. And then everybody else is just looking, as you can see, just seeing the slide. So I can see my notes here, which is fantastic, but the meeting participants, they won't see them. So I can give a presentation and it sounds all very slick and they don't know that I'm working from notes. Now you really don't want to do a presentation that way. It's great to put some bullet points down. Next thing I'm going to do is spotlight myself. So if I go to my three dots here and just give them a click, and we'll click on Spotlight Me. And then I'm going to click on Spotlight and let's have a look. And what happens is over in the other presentations, other people can see me a little larger. So in that way, they're absolutely sure and clear as to who is conducting this PowerPoint presentation. Great. So I'm all spotlighted up in Teams, got my PowerPoint presentation open. What else can I do? Well, if you look very closely, you can see at the top, there's a little button that looks like an eye. What does that do? Well, at the moment, it's open, the eye over here. That's what it looks like. But when I hover over it, it says prevent participants from moving through the shared presentation on their own. So I'm just going to go over to Joshua and pretend to be Joshua. Joshua can go through the presentation on his own. So we want to stop Joshua doing that. So we're going to click on that button that says prevent participants from moving through the presentation. And now if you look back at Joshua's screen, you can see that he has to follow the slideshow along with the rest of us. So what I can do is somebody else now wants to take charge of the presentation. So say Joshua says, right now, this slide, if I come through on this presentation here, and I go to the tangy orange and the luscious lemon, and there's a lot of information that Joshua wants to talk about. So what I'm going to do is go to this drop-down list that says who can present. I'm going to then choose specific people. And then underneath here, where it says search for participants, I'm going to click on the drop-down list and I'm going to choose Joshua. And then I'm going to click on save. So if we go over to Joshua's screen now, we can see at the top that Joshua is a presenter. And now Joshua has the ability to take control. So you see there's a button here at the top that Joshua can click to take control of the meeting. So there we go. So there you can see that Joshua has taken charge of the meeting. And if you look on my screen, you can have a look at, and you can see the sign at the top. It says another user has taken control. So great. Joshua has now made it through that part of the presentation. He's finished. Everyone's happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take back control by clicking on that take control button here at the top. Great. So as I'm going through my presentation, somebody asks a question. Say, for instance, as I'm going through my presentation, everything's going, where do we go from here? And somebody asked the question about those other two tangy oranges, I think, and the luscious lemon. Now, if I want to, I can go back directly to the slide here if I want to by clicking on it. But if I have many slides in my presentation, and I really hope that you don't have to sit through a 100-slide PowerPoint presentation, but if you do, what you can do is click on this grid view button just here. So if I hover over it, says grid view, and then click on that, and I can see my PowerPoint presentation in Teams, in this presenter view, in grid view. So I can see all of my slides, and if I want to go back to a particular slide, I can click on that, and it will take me directly back to that slide. So now you're in this presentation, and you want to quickly swap to another presentation. What do? So I'm going to click on the Share Content button at the top. And down the bottom, here's the Excel presentation. Any moment now, here it is. There's the Excel one here that I want to use. So I'm going to click on that. You can browse for one as well if you want to. And as you can see, it's immediately switched to the Excel presentation. And hopefully that participant will get an answer to their question. Once you've finished and you want to come out of the presenter view, then you can click on the Stop Presenting button at the top, and then stop presenting again. And that will bring us all back out of presenter view in PowerPoint and back to a normal Teams session. So hopefully that's answered the how do I use a presenter view in Teams question. Now this is a relatively new, it's been only around for the last few months or so. So if you need to update your version of Teams, then please do so you can take advantage of this presenter view. If you've got anything out of this training video on presenter view in Teams, then give us a thumbs up. Be very much appreciated. If you haven't already done so, make sure that you click on the subscribe button and click on the notifications so you don't miss the next tutorial. So I hope everyone's keeping safe, keeping well. Weather's getting warmer. Looking forward to spending some days outside. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching.